set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the Superdome. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10, Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 63 yards. And the Saints need just 2 plays on the opening drive to take the early lead. The late grouping now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Henry up the middle. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Now Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big play there for Baltimore, and even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson now. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his pass is caught. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the play fake, Hayner. There's Chris Olave. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. They need 2. Here's third down. Hayner sets to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. It's caught by Aguilar. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 106 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Painter here to throw it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 39 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Painter. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing, Painter. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Painter looking to throw. He completes it to Olave. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Haener looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And he's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Haener. Buying time to his left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jake Haener in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Groupie for the extra point. And this is now a one-point game. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hayner sets up play action. He'll buy some time right. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jamal Williams, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And they'll turn to Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, still a 1-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner, and a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because it went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So, nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in.
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A 10th carry for Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And that is no good. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, and that is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, nice move.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
They run it again with Kamara. Oh, good move. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. Successful running this for Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Well, defensively there, you want to play it a little safe and keep the action in front of you, but you definitely aren't looking to give up plays like that. They still got the cushion of a 2-score lead, but don't give them a freebie here in the final minute.
Throwing, Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Jackson.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Jackson.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And that one too wide and incomplete. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can find a way with smiles on their faces.
And many real estate people tell us all the time, it's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.